You know that feeling when your closet is literally bursting at the seams, okay, but you still think, I have nothing to wear? Yes, I've been there more times than I like to admit, but what if I told you that the problem isn't that you don't have enough clothes, it's that you don't have the right clothes, okay? The pieces that actually work for your style, your body, and like your lifestyle. So today's video is going to be a fun one, okay, because I'm going to be showing you exactly how I shop for clothes I genuinely love, the kind of pieces that I reach for again and again and again because they feel so much like me. I'm also going to be sharing you my style journey, show you some of my recent pickups, and give you tips on figuring out your own style and knowing what flatters you and how you can experiment with trends without ending up with a closet full of regrets. So if you're tired of wasting money on clothes that you'll never wear, or you're ready to build a wardrobe that actually makes getting dressed easy and fun, then this one is for you. So let's get started. So let's rewind a little bit, okay? Because my relationship with fashion wasn't always what it is today, okay? My style has always kind of leaned more casual, minimal, pretty simple. But when I was younger, I definitely went through a phase of everything needs to be skin tight, skinny jeans, and outfits that showed a little bit more than I probably needed to, okay? It was still that laid back vibe to the core, but the pieces I was picking, they weren't really chosen with intention. Back then, I'd mostly shop sales or clearance rack. If something was cheap, I was grabbing it, okay, whether or not it actually felt like me. And I do the classic thing of, you see somebody else wearing it, you think it's cute on them, and immediately think, I need it too. Like, girl, no you don't, okay? Without thinking if it actually fit my style, fit my body, fit my lifestyle, I was just buying stuff, okay? And I would have like a closet full of just the randomest pieces that I didn't even like wearing, which made getting dressed so much harder. I never felt like I had anything to wear because nothing makes sense. Nothing I felt actually comfortable and confident in to actually say, I want to wear that. It honestly wasn't until I was around 27 that I had this realization, like, I don't like anything, okay? I didn't like anything that I had in my closet. I had gotten to the point where my closet was basically full of just work clothes, and then I had some t-shirts, old t-shirts at that, leggings, biking shorts. There was nothing that I could just put on and just really feel confident and really feel styled in. And I know a lot of that was because I had just moved to a new state where I didn't have any friends, so I really wasn't doing anything outside of working. Plus I had gained a little bit of weight since it was during the pandemic. The gyms were closed, and a lot of the clothes that I did have that were kind of my style just didn't fit anymore. So since I didn't go out with anyone, I kept making excuses like, well, I don't need to shop for new clothes because, you know, I'm working during the week, and on the weekends I was just working on the business that I had at the time. But then I realized that that wasn't healthy, okay? Just because I was at home didn't mean that I needed to be in old high school t-shirts and leggings all the time, or just, you know, random graphic tees and leggings all the time. I started to thinking that if I had cute clothes that actually fit and made me feel confident, it might motivate me to actually get out the house, okay, instead of just being stuck inside. Plus my job doesn't require, you know, super professional attire. It's more business casual. So if I bought casual pieces that I liked, I can wear my casual pieces to work and still feel like me. And then even if I stay down on the weekends, I can still look cute at home and feel much better about myself. Like, I don't have to look like a slob just because I'm in the house. That's when I knew something had to change, okay? Over the last 5 years, I've become so much more intentional with what I buy. Now, before I purchase anything, I actually make sure that it matches my style, that it's actually going to fit my body, and I'm going to feel confident wearing it, okay? That shift has made the biggest difference in how I shop, how I feel in my clothes, and how it's so easy to just put together outfits that I love. So now that you know where I started, okay, let's talk about where my style is today, because getting clear on this has been the key to actually building the closet that I actually love. So again, my personal style is what I like to call minimal chic, okay? I'm drawn to neutral colors and simple, you know, streamlined pieces that feel effortless but still feel put together. I love basics with clean lines, things like a great white t-shirt, you know, classic jeans, some nice wide leg pants, because they make me feel confident and comfortable. Keyword word comfortable. And for me, when it comes to styling, the magic really happens with accessories. I love using jewelry, purses, and shoes to really elevate my outfit. Even the simplest looks feel intentional and feel more styled when I add the right bag or a bold pair of earrings or you know, some texture in the shoes or something like that. Now this year I've started to embrace color more than I did before. I used to be so stuck in my neutrals, but now I love experimenting with pops of colors that still feel true to my style. I love like a bright bag or some colorful shoes. It's also added so much fun with getting dressed without taking away from, like, you know, the minimal vibe that I love and that I go for. And if you're trying to define your own style, one thing that has helped me a lot was finding someone whose style I could see myself wearing from head to toe. For me, that's A. Wilkie on Instagram and TikTok. I love her look so much, okay? She wears exactly what I'd like to wear in my own closet. I'm always screenshotting her looks when I see them on Instagram or on TikTok, and I'm always like, oh, I can see myself wearing that, because like her style is what I like to a T. And having that inspiration makes it easier to stay focused when I shop, because I have a clear vision of what feels like me, okay? So if you're feeling lost about your style, try finding a fashion influencer, a celebrity, or even a Pinterest board that makes you think, yes, this is how I want to dress, okay? Because it can really make a difference. All right, now that you know what my style looks like, let's get into my actual process for shopping intentionally. Because shopping intentionally has saved me so much money, okay, so much time and frustration, okay? So I know it can help you too. So obviously the first thing is you need to know your style. So it all starts with knowing my style before I even start browsing. Having a clear vision of what I like, what works for me, is gonna help me stop from impulse buying, okay? One of the biggest things I do is to figure out where the gaps in my wardrobe are before I go shopping. If you don't know what you actually need, you end up buying random stuff, okay, just because they're cute or just because they're trendy or just because it's on sale. So here's how I actually identify some of the gaps. So I take a look at the outfits that I wear most often, and I think about, is there something missing that could make the outfits better or give me more options, okay? So I can be able to re-wear this, you know, in a different way if I just had this one thing. Or I'll notice myself repeating the same pieces over and over again, wishing I had like a similar item but maybe in a different color or maybe in a different style, because I realized, ooh, I really like this type of item. I need more things like this. I also think about upcoming seasons or events. Like, do I need new sandals for the summer, or do I need, you know, a coat for the fall? This makes my shopping trips more focused and more intentional, because I'm not just, you know, wandering around aimlessly. I'm on a mission, okay, to find the pieces that I know that I will wear. And another part of it is knowing what stores carry the type of pieces that I'm looking for. So for example, I love shopping at Old Navy and H&M because they have a lot of the casual, minimal chic pieces that match my style perfectly. And when I stick to stores that align with my aesthetic, I'm not tempted to buy things that aren't really me, okay? Unlike shopping somewhere just because it's trendy or because, you know, some influencer said this is the place that you need to be shopping. So if you take one thing away from this, is to find stores that actually fit your style and avoid shopping at places just because they're popular. The second piece of my process is knowing my body type, okay? This has helped me so much when narrowing down what to even look at when I'm shopping. So for me, I'm not too picky when it comes to tops. Like, you know, I can do loose fitting tops or, tight fitting tops, but I know the type of style of top that I would like. But in terms of the fit, I'm not that picky when it comes to tops. Now, when it comes to bottoms though, I'm definitely more particular. I love wide leg jeans and wide leg style pants because they balance my proportions and they make me feel confident. Knowing what silhouettes work for your body type means that you're not wasting time trying on or buying things that you'll never actually wear. So for example, since I know skinny jeans don't make me feel my best anymore, I don't even look at them when I'm shopping. Like, it's an instant no, which saves me time and money. So if you haven't already figured out like what cuts and what fits you feel best in, you need to do that, okay? It's definitely a game changer when shopping intentionally. And if you're not sure like what your body type is or how to dress for it, then definitely check out my YouTube video. I have a video on finding your body type. I'll leave it linked down below. The next thing is knowing what colors work best for me. So growing up, I pretty much only wore black. I was honestly afraid to wear color. I always thought that I was too dark for bright shades and I felt slimmer in black, so I just always gravitated towards black. But as I've gotten older, I've learned to embrace color, especially since I discovered that I'm a neutral undertone. Knowing my undertone has completely changed the way I shop, okay? I know what shades will make my skin glow instead of washing me out. If you were more of a neutral girly like me, knowing what colors work best for you does not mean that you have to wear every single color just because this is perfect for your shade. Still find the colors that you feel comfortable and you feel best in. So I've narrowed down a few colors that I absolutely love wearing. So I love wearing white, I love wearing beige, butter yellow, pink, certain shades of blues. And since I know what colors make me feel the most confident, shopping is easier because I know to go straight for those shades. And if I can't find something cute that I like that, you know, comes in one of the colors that I like, then I'm not buying it. This has also helped me build a wardrobe where everything works together and I feel good in every single piece. I do also have a video on how you can find your undertone and figure out which colors work best for you. So I'll again leave that video linked down below as well, because once you know what colors work best for you, shopping becomes easier. You know which colors to gravitate towards, and you know when to leave something behind because it comes in a color that is not flattering to you or that you don't even really like. Now, I do like to experiment with trends, okay, but I make sure to do it thoughtfully. Just because something is popular doesn't mean that you have to buy it immediately, okay? If there's a trend that I'm interested in, I like to sit on it for a bit before I actually pull the trigger and actually go buy it, okay? I'll browse Pinterest or TikTok or Instagram for styling inspiration to see how real people are wearing it and whether or not I feel like I can actually make it fit with my wardrobe and my style. So for example, butter yellow, okay? Like that's definitely the color of the summer, and it definitely caught my eye, and I had never worn yellow a day in my life, okay? But I've seen how amazing it looked on other chocolate women on TikTok, and it's like, I need to try it, okay? So what I do, I took my butt to Old Navy and they had a butter yellow basic tee. I tried it on and I instantly loved how it looked on my skin, so I bought it, okay? But here's the thing, I made sure that this trend still fit my style. There are a ton of butter yellow pieces out there, dresses, blazers, fancy tops, but since my style is more casual, minimal chic, I chose a simple tee that I know I would wear often. I didn't go for a dress because I don't wear dresses. So even if it was cute, I knew I probably wouldn't wear it in my closet. So if you are going to experiment with the trend, just make sure that it still matches your personal style and that you'll actually get use out of it. That way you're adding to your wardrobe in a way that's true to you and you're not just chasing what's popular. Now let me talk about a few of my recent pickups, because I think actually seeing what I actually bought can help you understand how, I put all of this into practice. So first up, I recently got 2 crop button-up shirts, one in a butter yellow, one in a white. I already have a couple of regular button-ups that I love wearing, so I knew a crop version would get a ton of use in my wardrobe. I love that I can roll the sleeves up to wear them in the summertime or use them as a layering piece with some shorts. And this specific style of shirt came in a bunch of colors, but I made sure to only pick the colors that I knew that I actually liked and that I would wear often, which is going to help keep my closet cohesive and just make styling so much easier. Next thing I picked up recently is a couple of pairs of 5-inch denim shorts. Now honestly, I've avoided shorts for a long time because the ones that I owned were just way too short and it just didn't feel like me anymore. So that was a clear gap in my wardrobe, okay? I needed shorts that I felt comfortable in, that were a little bit more modest and more in line with my current style. So I found some 5-inch pairs of shorts at Old Navy. I tried them on and I immediately loved the length and how they fit. So I grabbed them in a light wash as well as a dark wash, and then I got rid of all of my other shorts that no longer match my style. And now I finally have shorts that I actually want to wear, which makes getting dressed easier for the warmer weather. I've also recently picked up a few tube tops and a 1-shoulder top. I pretty much already have a nice collection of basic tops, but I realized I was missing kind of some different styles or different silhouettes, and I just wanted to mix things up. So that was another gap in my wardrobe that I wanted to fill. So these tops can totally be paired with basically all the pants that I already own, and so they fit seamlessly into my wardrobe and they give me more options without needing to buy a whole bunch of new pieces. I've also recently bought like a couple of jewelry pieces, this necklace that I'm wearing right now is recently, I bought recently, this is like a charm style necklace, as well as I bought another charm style necklace recently. And I bought these just because, like I said, I wanted to get more tops that weren't like high neck. A lot of my basic tops were just high neck simple tees. So since I bought more scoop neck tanks, I bought the tube tops, I bought the one shoulder top, my neck is going to be a little bit more exposed. So all of the little dainty jewelry that I typically wear, or you know, sometimes I don't even necessarily wear a necklace because my tops are so high neck, since I'm showing a little bit more skin, I wanted to have, you know, some cute necklaces. So that was another gap that I was like, okay, if I see some cute, you know, layered necklaces or a charm style necklace or something like that, then I will pick it up. And I ended up finding this one I got from TJ Maxx, and then I have another one that I've showed you guys in a video before. That one was from H&M. Another recent pickup in terms of shoes were some red, I would say kind of like jelly style flats, but they're not like a jelly material, but they're part of like the jelly, you know, trend of the flats. And I have been seeing the jelly shoes, you know, all summer. They have been, you know, popping, and I think that they're really nice that they're coming back in style. They're styled right. They can definitely be cute and kind of like make your outfit, add a little extra detail to your outfit. But I just didn't like the style of them. Not necessarily the style, the jelliness of them. Okay, I didn't like the shimmers and all of that. They still kind of felt a little childish for me. So that's why I never, you know, bought a pair, because I'm like, they're cute on other people, but I know that if I bought them, I wouldn't just naturally gravitate towards. Like, I would have to force myself to wear them because I bought them. And I don't want to force myself to wear something. Like, I wanted to naturally be like, oh, I want to wear these, until I was at TJ Maxx and I saw a pair of red ones that were the jelly style in terms of the design, but they were a matte bright red. So I'm like, okay, I gotta get them. And they were on sale for $12. Okay, I love me a sale. So I'm like, I'm gonna get these because red is one of my favorite like pops of color. I think I've told you guys this as well in a video before. I love wearing red as a pop of color. So I knew that this is a way for me to, I can still be a part of the trend. Not that I like necessarily care that much about being part of the trend, but just saying, I can still be a part of the trend. It's a style of shoe that I actually like and I actually will want to wear and grab. And it fits my style because it comes in the red that I like to wear. Not just buying a color just because they did have other colors there, but none of the other colors really like vibes with me. Like, I would have had to force myself to wear any of the other colors that they had. So this red I knew I could wear. I've already worn them twice, and you know, it will seamlessly work with my wardrobe already because I already have a bunch of red bags that I can match it with. I'm already familiar with wearing red as a pop of color, so I already know that I can wear them with outfits that already match my wardrobe. Now, before we wrap things up, I want to leave you with a few key tips to keep in mind if you are working on building a closet that you actually love, because it's 100% possible and it doesn't have to be overwhelming. So first things is, always know your personal style before you shop. If you are not clear on what you like, what makes you feel good, you are going to end up buying random things that just don't go together and it won't feel like you. So take the time to figure out your style, your vibes, what pieces really represent you, and let that be your guide when you're shopping. Second is to understand your body type and understand what colors that you feel best in. Knowing what flatters your shape and what colors make you feel your best will instantly narrow down your options when you shop, which makes the whole process so much easier. It helps you avoid those pieces that look cute on the hanger or like, you know, look cute on the model or is on sale, but actually don't work for you. Third is to be intentional, okay? Not impulsive. Shopping intentionally means that you're going in with a plan. You're knowing what you're looking for. You know what you already have. And finally, make sure that each piece you buy works with what you already own, okay? You don't want a closet full of orphans, okay? Pieces that you love individually, but they don't match anything else that's in your closet. If you can think of at least 2 to 3 outfits you can make with a new piece using what's already in your closet, then it's probably a good buy. But remember, building a wardrobe you love takes time, okay? It's not about buying everything at once. It's about slowly and intentionally adding pieces that you love that fit your lifestyle. And over time, you'll find that getting dressed becomes so much easier. You'll save so much money by avoiding unnecessary purchases, and you'll feel so much more confident in your style. Alrighty guys, so I hope me explaining to you what I think about when I'm shopping and you know, what I picked up recently gave you some ideas for a build building a closet that you actually love, make sure you guys check out some of my other videos. Like I said, I have a video on finding your personal style. I have one on figuring out what pieces is going to flatter your body type and figuring out your body type. I also have a video on how you can find your undertone so you know what colors look good on you. I'll make sure to have them all linked in the description box, so definitely check them out if you have not already. And let me know in the comments if you like this kind of video. I love to do more something like this if there's something that you enjoy watching, especially in the fall when I do more like, you know, fall shopping. I can kind of walk you through what I bought, why I bought it. So let me know if you guys like this type of video. And if this video was helpful, then don't forget to hit that like button, share it with a friend, and leave me a comment. Let me know what you've been buying this summer, okay? Let me know what was your favorite recent purchase. Make sure you guys are subscribed if you are not, and I will see you guys in my next one. Peace out.